Good morning. Hey, it is Friday, the 8th, as I am recording this. In a few hours, let's see, about 4 hours, I am heading to Chicago for the Print 17 show. So let me start off by saying that if you're going to be there, come to the ID Alliance booth and come look up this really tall guy who looks a lot like this. I'll be happy to meet you. Today I want to talk to you about something that has been coming up lately. It's where a lot of these tips come from. It's, they pop up in conversation quite a bit. And it's the concept of, I get questions like, how many times should I call before I quit? Or, we're not hearing back from people. As we're losing customers because they just disappear. And, I talk a lot about common courtesies. I've had people say to me, I got the order because I was the first one to call them back. We got right back to them. That meant something. Or a client will call and say, I need a quote. And we call them and say, we got your information. We got your request. We're buried. Would it be okay if we got back to you tomorrow? And they say, yeah, it is. And I really appreciate you getting right back to me. Common courtesy, saying thank you for the order, saying thank you for trusting in me. But there's a part of common courtesy, there's a part of what your parents taught you, what your grandparents taught you, that actually is not helping your sales. We are taught as kids to respect authority, right? So the teacher says something, we need to do it. The policeman says something, we need to do it. There's children's books on this stuff. No means no. We have to follow exactly what the authoritative person is saying. So when that translates to sales, you hear a client say, no. Your price is too high. No, we already have a vendor. No. And so we react to that as we always have. Okay, that's stop. That's the Heisman, that's the stop signal. And I have to adhere to that. But you can still take another step. You can still do one more. Doing one more is called being assertive. So you can be assertive without being aggressive, without being obnoxious. Being assertive means, it's Friday, it's 1:30. I'm going to make one more call to that prospect. Or the client has said, we're good. Your prices are just not good enough. I'm going to make one more attempt to convince that person because I know that an objection is a request for more information. And you got to figure, they're not doing business with you now. So if you make one more call and you really irritate the customer, the worst that's going to happen is that they're really, really not going to do business with you right now. So you don't have anything to lose. Do one more attempt, one more phone call, one more quote, one more attempt. That one more is being assertive. I'm a reader and I'm constantly, in my presentations, my little ADD brain kicks out the names of these books. And this is one of my go-tos. It's called the Assertiveness Workbook. And you can download it. It's real simple. It's like $11 or something. It was written in, 2000, 2001. And it's a very good book. It's got a black cover with little colors on the top of it. You'll recognize it. I can't remember the name of the author. But the Assertiveness Workbook is a terrific read, even for those of us who are not shy. I really learned a lot from it. And just, knowing how to take feedback, how to give feedback. There's a lot of little lessons in there. Just being assertive. And assertive is just a dial. You just turn that dial up just a little bit. This will really benefit you. I would imagine that most of us we're polite, we're complacent, we're on the quiet side when it comes to, human behavior, and that's great. Don't be afraid just to step up, just a hair. Don't be afraid to be just a little bit assertive. This could mean the difference between not getting the business and suddenly getting a second chance. Oftentimes a customer will say your price is too high, or even different, is that your best price? And the assertive answer is yes. Tip for another day. Take that extra step. Be brave enough. Make that extra call. Sales is hard. Sales is really hard. And the difference between success and failure could come down to two words. One more.